Hey everybody, welcome back. I can't believe it, but a huge shout out and a thank you to Jimmy Slash. If you haven't checked out his channel, link below. Also hit that subscribe and like button because Jimmy sent out a few awesome cold steel knives. He was in shock. He's like, "You haven't seen a cold steel knife?" And it was more like, "You haven't seen a cold steel knife?" And he's like, "I'm sending you some." So huge shout out to Jimmy. You know him. He does Pay It Forward, Piffmas. A great man, giving back to the community for a long time. So go check him out, give him a follow, and again a huge shout out and thank you. But this is the Cold Steel Max, or I'm sorry, the Cold Steel 4 Max Scout. And just the box itself, super heavy. I like the packaging. A lot of information, talks about their warranty, how to get a hold of them. Some really good stuff here. So this is the model number. It's number 62RQ. And these go for anywhere, I think full retail MSRP is like $129.99. And then you can get them, it looks like I've seen them online for like $85 or so. So we'll put this up off to the side. Comes wrapped. This is in bubble wrap. I imagine this is the original. Oh my gosh, look at that. But comes wrapped up nice, so your knife's going to be protected, which this one doesn't need much protecting. Right off, the girth, the weight is there. This is 10.2 ounces. And I like the feel of these handles. So these scales. So let me give you a close-up look at the scales. And they call this, what do they call the scales? Griv X. So maybe like a Grivery that's got a really good texture to it. Really good texture on both sides. So little branding there. Made in Taiwan. It's got that beautiful AUS 10A steel. And now I have a large glove size hand. So just in comparison, this is a full size knife. Oh wow, for sure. It's gonna, with the desk here, it takes a little bit of roll out, flip out, but you can see there's plenty of room here for pretty much anybody's hand in here. It does have a little bit of a forward finger choil, so you can choke up on it if you need to do some work like that. I love that. Look how thick that blade is. And the thumb studs are pretty comfortable. We can check those out. You can see right there. I like that. And this has, it's kind of a backlock style, but this is their Demco Triad locking mechanism. And it's one of the strongest that's out there. As you guys probably already know, Cold Steel fans, they know this. They're like, yeah, it's the Triad lock. We know. It's fantastic. But doing some research on it, this held 600 pounds. Ooh, I can feel that blade is so sharp. It was getting grippy there on my hand. But it held up to like 600 pounds of free hanging weight. No damage to the locking mechanism or anything. So I'm going to actually just push this in, and you can see how that locking mechanism is up here, and it just locks it in fantastically. So I kind of like that. I don't know how drop shutty this is, and it's got a little bit of a detent there, so it holds it in. All the detent fans, pretty terrific. But yeah, I like that. I mean, it's ginormous for a folding knife in your pocket and so heavy. But they went ahead and made this after their original 4 Max, and they wanted something that was easier to produce, more affordable, and they made it with that extra wide drop point blade that has that beautiful stonewash on it. So as you can see, just terrific. And of course, if you need to adjust the thumb studs at all, standard flathead screwdriver on that side, it looks like. And I'm not sure, it looks like maybe you can put a pin in here as well. So I'll have to look at that a little bit more, but maybe down in the comments you can let me know. So there's your pocket clip, also has a beautiful stonewash to it. Looks like they got some Torx bits on there. But their warranty is pretty terrific. As long as you don't abuse the knife and get all crazy with it, they'll warranty it for you. Not a problem at all whatsoever. But the blade on this, 5 millimeters thick. 5 millimeters thick. That's incredible. They went with the AUS 10A steel. They wanted something that was tough and had a good edge. And they have stainless steel liners in here to accompany this. You can see those full steel liners. I mean, this just seems like something that, for the price at $85, you can pick one of these up, throw it in your vehicle, your truck, your car, whatever, your pack. I mean, if you're going to pack this around, you got to look at weight, because this is over 10 ounces and it's pretty heavy. But this will get you through a whole entire trip or anything you're doing out there. You know, if you need to chop down some trees or anything, you can pound this through some lumber, all sorts of good stuff out there in the woods. And it's going to take care of business. And if you need to, you know, do some fur sticking and stuff like that, it's got the edge for it, which is super cool. So I'm actually looking at getting this one and another one that he sent, which is a real smaller budget knife, and it's a folder. But yeah, you'll see another video on that one coming up here soon. This one's got a 4-inch blade. Overall, it's 10 inches long. The thickness on it, like I said, it's got that 4.8 millimeters thickness is what they said. I kind of like the look of this grind out here. And it kind of gives that thickness to the tip, so it's not going to be as weak. And it kind of reminds me of that Osborne shape, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so this is made in Taiwan for them. We talked about it. Cold steel. It really has some heavy duty stuff, and they have some really budget friendly stuff as well. I do want to do a couple comparisons though, just so you can see like what we're talking about in relation to this, because yes, it's a very large knife, but those of you who are like Spyderco Para 2 fans, you know, there's your comparison to a Spyderco Para 2, PM2. So, I mean, and that's tip to tip comparison right there. And the Spyderco PM2 is pretty big. So, in all comparison as a folder. So, that just tells you why it's the 4 Max Scout. It's ginormous, which is pretty cool. And so, it makes sense why Jimmy Slash has this knife. Here's the Benchmade Super Freak. Also a larger pocket knife. So, you can see the difference there. It makes these pocket knives that are normally bigger ones for people look pretty tiny. And then of course a full-size Griptilian, just because I had to get the blue in there. You know me with the blue. But even with that, I mean, a full-size Griptilian looks that small. Just incredible. So anyways, I just wanted to share this one with you. My first experience with cold steel knife. And it's of course thanks to our friend Jimmy Slash. So give him a check on his channel. Say hi. You know, if you're wanting to do something for the community, he has that awesome Pifmas that he does. So anyways, this is going on my list. I love this one. It's going to be a tank, something I can go out and have fun with. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys checking this video out. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite cold steel knife is. Do you have one? Or is it something you haven't checked out yet? But either way, let me know. Thanks again, you guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. Make sure to do something kind for someone. It really makes a difference. But most importantly, take care.